Hi everyone, welcome to your greatest YouTube channel, going to be hopefully right. So I'm back with another IPv4 addressing video. It's been a while and I think a lot of you have already practiced a lot of the IPv4 addressing. So let's get on with it. Let's hope the pen works. Yes, it does. Good. Right, IPv4 addressing. Right. First point, this is very important. Yeah, IPv4 addressing. Okay, right. So today we have got a situation in which we have to find out the BA. And what is this BA? So BA is called broadcast address. So anyone who hasn't seen my videos, they can actually go into my networking fundamentals playlist, and from there they can actually go and see the different videos that I have done on IPv4. And these are initial videos to make a spark inside you to learn IPv4 addressing. Yes, I think that will explain it right. So we have to find out a BA. So in order to find the broadcast address, we need to have an IP address. So this is going to be our lovely IP address today. Anyone knows 172? Yes. So 172 is a class B IP address. So that's our IP address. And sorry, I'll be doing that quite enough. I think I haven't got my mint today, so please bear with me. And the weather has been up and down slightly in England. So one day it's cold, the other day it's warm. It's everywhere, right? So subnet mask, we are back again. Right. So that's our IP address, and that's our subnet mask. So IP address, IPA, and that's our subnet mask. Now, so the first plan of action that should happen in my mind is that we will work on any of the octets. So where are we going to start working? So I'm going to recopy the subnet mask here. So as everyone knows, there's octets and there's bits. So I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of octets and bits. Right, so that's the fourth octet. That's where we're going to work here. And every octet here is 8 bits. Apart from the fourth one, because we are in a different octet range here. And we are in a different bit range as well. So as we are working in the fourth octet here, what we need to do is, I'm just going to mark these as well so that you don't get confused. So we are working in the fourth octet here. So now I will apply the lovely 256 rule. If anyone doesn't know 256 rule, please have a revamp, have a recursion loop, or go back and see my videos a little bit 1, 2, 3 times so that you understand that we use this quite a lot in IPv4 addressing. So 256 rule. So 256, and we will subtract 248 from it. That's done to find out the IP address ranges and subnets. So it's an important part that you need to know this 256 rule and where to apply it, in which area you're applying it. Right, so there we go. So we have 8 here. Let's move forward. The speed has been slow a bit today, I think, because it's been a while. the next video has come up. So right, let's find out our ranges. Okay, so our ranges should be 0.0, and then we have 0.8, as you know. So if we start from 0.0 and we have 8 here, so we'll keep on adding 8, 0.16, 0.24, 0.32. So we'll keep on adding these ranges. And to the other side, now where we are looking for our possible subnets. So our possible subnet, if anyone is getting bored, don't worry about it. Just keep on revising the videos. It can be a bit boring in the beginning, but this is a bit of a more easier way and a broken up way of doing them. There's a lot of ways to do IPv4 addressing, but some of them might fly like a crow from the top of the head. So if this one is relatable, that'll be very good. Right, so what we gotta do is so let's see what sort of possible subnets can we get on that one. 172.20.198.0. So the sequence will carry on from here. So we'll copy these one as they are, and then we'll do .8, .32, sorry, .16. I'm way ahead, right? So it will carry on 172.20.198.8. Then we'll carry on this. So we have found out our ranges and we have found out our subnets. Now, what are we chasing? Remember, this is what we need. That's the broadcast address for this network, and this address that we have, we need to find out the broadcast address. Yeah. Right, so there we go. So that's an NA as well, network address. So after we know that this is what we have, can anybody think what will be the next plan of action? Anyone? Next plan of action? No? Right, let's move forward right now. So remember, when you're in your CCNA exam or you are a network engineer, you'll be doing this mostly inside your head a lot of the times, or you might have a rough sheet in which you will be doing it. In the exams, you have to be very fast. So if you keep on practicing this, then your mind will be able to sort of focus all these aspects, and after all these aspects go inside your brain, you'll be able to work it more faster. Right. So now what we gotta do is we have to see whether 184 can be actually divided by something. So when I say 184, so as we know that our IP address 172.20.198.184. So can it be divided by 8 to see what's closer? Or what should we multiply by 8, which is our range, which has our answer come here on there, so that we can get a clear view of what's happening. So let's carry on with it. So we will divide or multiply 8 to see what comes closer to this. So cutting it short and going to the next phase. So I'm going to multiply one factor. So let's do 23 into 8, which will give us 184. Right, so now that we know that 8 can be multiplied by 23 to get 184. Now, where is the broadcast address test? So, anyone have a clue? Yes, right away. It's coming now. Right. So whenever you get lost in question, always try to focus and come back and see. So now that we have find the multiple and we have multiplied 8 by 23, which has given us 184. Now we focus and go to the next part. Okay. So as I know that my network address is 184. So what will be the next network address? So let me focus and see. The next address or the next network. So next network will be 172.20.198. Anyone? 191. Right, so that's our expected next network address. There we go. So now our answer should be, actually I think I've done a little bit of a mistake in here. So our next address should be 192. So how is it possible? So I'll show you. So if I add 8, so it's going in a range where we have 8 and then 8 and then 8 and then 8. So if I add 8 to 184, it's going to be 192. Yeah, so 192 is going to be our next network address. So easy peasy. So our answer should be and our broadcast address should be 190. We got there in the end, right? So 172, not 192, 172.20.198.191. The want is having an effect. So I think, yeah, I think the weather has been changing quite a lot down there. So yeah. So right, our broadcast address is 172.20.198.191. Da-da. I've managed to cut it short, but let's go back and do a rewiring, right? Do a revision slightly. So in the beginning, we were trying to find out a broadcast address for this IP address or the network. So it's a network in itself as well. Then we had the subnet mask. So that's the subnet mask here. So after that part, what we did was we broke the subnet mask into octets and bits. Now we were working in the 4th octet because the first 3 octets has got 255 value, which is of no use to us. So we have to subtract 248 in the 256 rule in there. So why we did that? So that we can find out the ranges and the possible subnets that we have. So 256 subtract 248, we had 8. So these were our ranges. 0.0, 8, 16. So, and then we had a possible subnets. So it's important to do that in your mind as well. So you can do it in a quick way as well. And then what we did was we went down and we had our network address and IP address here. So then we thought about dividing 8 by some number or multiplying 8 by some number so that we can reach 184. So 8 into 23, some parts might not be very useful, but it's just to let you know in your mind so that it becomes more easier for you. So we had 184. So the next part is always thinking what will be the next subnet. So next subnet was 192. So how would we find that out? So that's the 4th octet here. So we have to add 184, add 8. So that will give us 192. So when 192 comes in, then we know that our subnet and our broadcast address is going to be 191 on this one. So if it was supposedly anything else, so it works in quite a lot of a sequence. So the broadcast address is here, 191. The other thing what I would suggest is always use a subnet calculator as well. You can get them easily through the internet, and you can recheck all the questions that you have done and the answer and the procedure, which is more relatable to you. For me, it's more easier, this one. So I'll see you in my next video, coming very soon, hopefully. And we'll get more into IPv4 addressing, and there might be a chance, I got a lot of videos to upload in IPv4 addressing. Might be a chance we might do some of the other parts of Cisco's, or maybe some other parts of IT, like IT security or Juniper, just to give you an idea and to keep you going in the field of IT. And obviously, if you are not in the field, doesn't matter. Still, if you like studying IT or for other purposes, like educational purposes, or you do it for fun as well, you're more than welcome to watch my videos. And as you know, I've got Network Fundamentals playlist, so you can go down there. Anyone who's watching this, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and keep on sharing the videos, and tell other people to see the videos as well. If it's relatable, fine. If you think that the material is quite weak, I do accept, because I've been in the field for quite a while, but my ways of explaining it might be a little bit of an initial one, and then once you follow these or you understand them, then you can move forward. But if in any case, if someone is for them this material is not relatable, I completely understand. Their level of conscience and education might be better, or they might relate it in a different way or a better way or in a quick way. Yeah, so I think that is it for today. I'll see you later. Bye.